Hey everybody, it's Clash with Gam here again, and today we are talking about the third sneak peek released for this upcoming update. And in this sneak peek, we have the Poison spell. Um, this was already sort of leaked earlier today, but we didn't know, or earlier yesterday, but we didn't know whether or not the leak was real yet for sure. But this basically 99% confirms the leak. The other parts of the leak are that the Dark Spell Factory will first be available at Town Hall 8, and that it will be available for 1 million elixir is the first price it will be available for. And then the other two spells, there will be the Poison spell, the Earthquake spell, and the Haste spell. So I imagine the Haste spell would be sort of a specialized rage spell, and the Earthquake spell, I am not sure. That one seems a little bit different. Maybe sort of like a freeze spell. I don't know what. I don't really know what that entails. That one seems a little more mysterious. But haste means like speed, go faster. So I bet it's a rage spell that uh, doesn't do the damage increase effect a rage spell has, but it does do the speed increase effect a rage spell has, which would be extremely useful for balloons, as balloons tend to overdamage a lot, especially when they're in groups of 2 or 3 or 4 and they're level 6 balloons. So lots of the times you use rage spells just for the speed, not for the damage. So I could see that definitely affecting high level gameplay and 3-starring. Same with this poison spell. Uh, Before we go talk about the poison spell and what was shown in the YouTube videos by the Clash of Clans sponsored YouTubers, the forum exclusive is that extra spells can now be queued in spell factories even if your spell storage is full. So you can queue up extra spells just like you can queue up extra troops when you're cooking your army. So that's great. It'll save time, and I imagine it will work the same way as when you're clouding or something, or you're nexting, you come back, the time that is elapsed has been credited to your troop training time, just like it will now, I assume, be credited to your, your spell training time. So that'll save a lot of people a lot of time. And there will be more sneak peeks tomorrow, apparently. So this is what your new army overview screen will look like. This was posted in one of the new videos. And as you can see down here, 9 out of 11 spells. Now don't get too excited here. That doesn't mean you can carry 11 rage spells or 11 freeze spells. As you can see, there's 7 and 1, so it should be 8, but it's 9. That's because elixir spells count for 2 storage spaces and dark elixir spells count for 1 storage space. That's why it would be worthwhile to swap out a rage spell for a haste spell, for example, in a raid where you're using balloons and you know you're going to over damage the defenses anyway. Because you can now bring 2 haste spells instead of 1 rage spell, assuming they have the same area of effect. If they didn't, then it wouldn't really be worth it. But anyway, so yeah, you get 11, which means, for example, let's say you're doing a standard Go Lava army like you normally do these days. You could bring a jump spell, so that's 2. You could bring a freeze spell, that's another 2, so you're at 4 out of 11. You could bring 3 haste spells, which puts you to 7 out of 11. You could bring a poison spell, which puts you to 8 out of 11. And then you could bring another freeze spell and another haste spell. So you could really end up raiding with 2 freezes, basically 4 rages, and a lightning and a jump all in one, which is amazing for offense, and really looks to fix what is a pretty unbalanced Town Hall, in my opinion, right now at Town Hall 10, even with the sweeper upgrade, sweeper update, because now you can have to carry an extra rage just to take care of one of the sweepers, and you have, an extra freeze, and now you have extra rages, assuming haste spells work like I assume they would work, to zoom around the base. And you can have more of them than you would if you were just using rage spells. Anyway, on to the next thing. A little get more in detail about the poison spell. The poison spell can damage defending heroes, but it doesn't do a very good job. This is a level 10 queen, and I took this picture just as the spell ran out in the video. So you can see maybe about a 5th or 6th damage on a level 10 queen. And in high level gameplay, you're never going to really see many defending level 10 queens, and it would take, give or take, 4, 5, 6 spells to take down that level 10 queen. So if you're facing a level 40 queen on defense, 11 poison spells couldn't take down the queen, which is probably the way that I think it should be. But we'll pop over to this. They do hurt air troops, but from what I could tell, it seemed to be that it hurt air troops a little bit less than other troops. That's a level, I think, 3 dragon after 2 spells, so yeah, they tank him pretty well. But what I don't have here is a picture of it taking care of the level 1 ground troops that they showed in the video. It melts through level 1 barbs almost instantly, so it could take care of, I would assume it could take care of level 7 barbs within the spell's duration for sure, and the same with level 2 witches. That's what I think is important. The way I foresee this spell being used, mainly in high-level gameplay, is to take care of witches and to remove the meta of having a witch in every clan castle, pretty much. And another thing that you could use it for is if you're doing a more of a spam, a less technically challenging raid where you're just trying to overpower the base, let's say a penta or something along those likes. What you could do is you could, if you knew there was, let's say, a witch or just level 1 troops, like nothing like a dragon or a hound in the clan castle, you drop one of these, poison spells directly on top of the clan castle just before your troops get in range of triggering it, and then you could still carry 3 rage spells and 2 heal spells. 3 rage spells and 2 freeze spells. Or even you could carry 6, which is ridiculous, 6 haste spells and 2 freeze spells, or 4 haste spells and 3 freeze spells, and the poison spell, which would be, just opens up a whole new world of possibility of raid strategies and troop combinations. And that's without even knowing what the earthquake spell does yet. And this is just assuming the haste works similarly to the speeding up portion of a rage spell. So yeah, I'm really excited about all this. I think Supercell made a breakthrough with this update, and if this is balanced well, this is going to make the game really fun again for everybody from casual to the most hardcore players. I take back what I said about the sweeper. I think that might actually be necessary to nerf these changes down. Yeah, because this seems like it's going to be a lot of fun to play with, and it's going to create a lot of opportunities for a lot of fun raids and a lot of fun gameplay for everybody. So props to Supercell. I think this is probably the biggest update they've done since the Clan War update, really. This is the first, this is, I think, probably going to be, depending on what the other spells are like, but this is probably going to be the biggest change to high-end gameplay since the freeze spell, really, or even since the multi-inferno was released. I think this might be bigger than lava hounds. This might be bigger than hogs that target defenses. This could be bigger than the changes to the heroes, the changes to how heroes are lured or not lured. I think could be a massive change, and a change for the good, where there's more customization. You can really tailor your strategy to every base. You don't see people using the same armies over and over again, no matter the design. You see people tweaking and tailoring and tinkering and really getting creative and having a lot of fun with the game again. So yeah, that is it for the sneak peek review. There should be another one tomorrow morning, so I will be there for you, staying up all night once again to get that to you as soon as it breaks, because let's face it, I'm really interested in this and I want to see it just as much as you guys do. So thanks everybody for watching. If, just like in the other 2 updates, there are developing stories throughout the day, I will address them in the Next sneak peek update, I will link the video in the description, the video that talks about the leaks yesterday, which is Eclipse's video, for Eclipse from Clash Nerds. I would imagine most of you have heard of him. If not, check him out, good YouTuber. Definitely give him a sub or whatever if you haven't already, and check out his video because it turns out his leak source from the comment of one of his previous videos was absolutely spot on. So anyway, this has been Gavin from the Clash Lodge. Peace out. I said this is Gam from the Clash Lodge. I am not from, that's not a clan. I am from the Black Lodge, sorry about that. Definitely not the Clash Lodge. Anyway, peace out.